Hello guys, today I'm going to make a hopefully quick video. For this you will need an iTunes copy of Krajine, Audacity, and a good pair of ears. As a precaution, I think this is a Windows only thing, as long as your download isn't corrupted, it won't ask for an iTunes password. Especially if you go into the File Explorer. On Mac, I think you're going to need an iTunes password to access it at all times. But I'm not sure if it will prevent you from opening .m4a files on iTunes or not. Alright, so let's get into this. First, you're going to open up your files. Of course, you're going to open up Audacity first, then you're going to go to File, Open. As long as you haven't tinkered with the settings on iTunes, the album's going to be in this directory outlined by the text right here. Now, after opening, this is what we're going to do. Normalizing, fading out, and then deleting certain parts of the music if we need to. Also keep in mind, I'm doing this the hard way. There are other ways how you can do this, easier ways that you can do this, but this is the most complex, and this is actually something that I use if things come into separate files. Now, if you already have an idea of what I'm doing, you can click off the video, you already know what to do, but if you want to stick around, that's fine. Now, let's get into the meat of this tutorial. While the quality is fine with this album, it's actually pretty phenomenal. It's unfortunately a little too quiet, at least for my liking. So our first step, we're going to apply the normalize effect. So what we're going to do is you can press the Control-A key, but you can also double click as well. Then you're going to go to Effect, then to Normalize. To prevent peaking on speakers, some will normalize to, I believe, -1 decibels or just -1 decibels. But generally, I will normalize on 0 decibels because I think a majority of people might just be listening to them on headphones. I know that there is an effect called Amplify, as it will automatically adjust the volume to 0 decibels. Though with normalization, you can do a couple more things so that both channels are equal. On that normalize menu, you're gonna click that OK button. Boom. Now, if you take a listen to this, I'm not gonna play this because I don't want to get struck by YouTube. You'll notice that it has kind of a hard cut, no time to stop. So what we're going to do is apply a proper fade out. Don't go crazy with this because you might end up compromising some of the audio. What we're going to do is we're going to highlight just maybe a couple milliseconds, maybe a second or two, and we're going to go to Effect and Fade Out. This will give it some proper breathing room when the song is finished. Now you may have realized that I have said that everything is a case-by-case basis. And this is why. So if we see here, you'll notice that the beginning, well, the pause isn't that bad. And that's fine. We can leave it as is, we can export it, and we can call it a day. However, if you check this one right here, track 3, Bracho Moja Preko Okeana, you'll notice that that gap right there is a little too big. So what you're gonna do is you can cut off a ½ second, you can cut off maybe this much. Just don't cut too much. I know there's some audio like around here, I believe. Just select the audio that you want to delete. And after you selected your audio, you can do Control-K, or you can press the backspace button, which is something that I do. And from there, of course, you can adjust your audio. Oh, and look at this. Wow, it has no room to breathe. So what we're gonna do is we're going to make sure that hard cut isn't heard. Of course, we're going to do Effect and Fade Out once more, and from there, the song has room to breathe when it is finished. Of course, do this after you've normalized everything, otherwise you're gonna have to do this step again. Now that we're done adjusting our audio, we're going to export it. What you're going to do is you're going to do File, and go down to where it says export. And if you want to export it as a FLAC file, you're going to go to Control-Shift-E, and in the drop-down menu, where I think it will say WAV, you can scroll down to where it says FLAC files. And from here, you can change the bit depth or the leveling, and once you're done, you can click on Save, and from here, it'll ask you for any metadata tags. So from here, you can type in Biomali Kaninja, track title, album title, track number, year, etc. There you have it. Oh, and one more thing, I do want to mention that you can change the hertz in iTunes to 88200 hertz. Unfortunately though, if the source file was originally recorded in a specific frequency, there's only so much you can do. And it's the same situation here in Audacity. Now you see where it says project rate right here. You can actually change it to 88200 here. The problem is the source file is 44100 hertz. Unfortunately, at its core, it is still a 441,000 hertz file.